I always believe success is a little bit of a mindset, and it's also kind of a journey. So you're never successful overnight unless, of course, you won the lottery or national bonds or whatever it is, something I haven't won, so I wouldn't know. But generally speaking, success is like a path that you roll upon. And if you look at the stats and if you look at the history around successful people and successful businesses, you will see that whilst they might have had some failures and they learned from their failures, as the cliche goes, generally speaking, there would be people who win and know how to win. Now, if you correlate what I'm saying to any sport, you will see that in most sports, people who perform on a regular basis are the same people who always appear on the top of the leaderboard, or are always the people who win their knockouts and are in the finals or the semi-finals, etc. Right? What I'm trying to get at is the fact that when you have your own business and you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to chart your course, you have to have a set of beliefs and you have to have a game plan that you truly believe will help you succeed. Let's take an example of this week. I had two entrepreneurs we were working with. One of them is extremely bullish about his deals. He doesn't look too much into the nitty-gritty of what we are signing. He lets me deal with the stuff. He does look at all of the numbers very carefully and the commercial aspects of the deal, so don't get me wrong. He doesn't leave me to deal with those aspects, and I wouldn't want to as the lawyer in the mix doing that. But he's very clear on where he wants to be commercially and the end result that he wants, and he understands that that correlates to his success. Whereas I have another amazing entrepreneur in another very great business. He's been running this for the last 10 years, but he oscillates between what he wants in terms of the services and products that he wants to get out there and where he thinks he's lacking in terms of the manpower that he has. And he doesn't, I feel, prioritize any of those in any week. So he's trying to do everything at the same time. And I feel sort of that ends up being his downfall in terms of his success. And he doesn't really have that vision, yes, I want to be here at this point. He's sort of more reacting to the circumstances of where he is at that particular time. So the moral of the story really is that you have to have a tremendous amount of self-belief, and you have to believe that the decision you're taking is the right decision for your business. Half the time, that's the battle won when you actually believe in that story. So I know this is starting to sound like a manifestation video, but it isn't. It's really a lesson for me as a lawyer, because sometimes I have to adapt my style and I have to adapt my advice and I have to adapt my mindset based on the type of entrepreneur and the type of business I'm working with. Somebody who has a very strong self-belief, a very strong self-discipline, and a very good understanding of their commercials leading to their success and the path they're taking is very different to someone who I feel I might have to handhold and protect, because things might change rapidly and opportunities may be missed by this person, and I need to do everything in my power to protect that person in the documents. So law, as in legal advice, entrepreneurship, your vision of where you want your business to be, all of these things are very correlated. I think all of them really make up the formula for true success.